So, Theresa, we'll start with you. What were you doing, and what's your memory a year later, looking back on it nostalgically?
I will always remember, first of all, being very angry because the store didn't have it out at midnight. And although they had advertised in their ad that they would have it out at midnight, they did not have it out at midnight. So I was very upset. But I went the next morning, I went and picked it up and explained to my kids that I would be reading and that, mommy's reading and, if you need something, come and get me. But if it's not a dire emergency, I'm reading. So I just remember sitting in my room and reading nonstop. And every once in a while, my kids coming in because I would say something out loud or I was crying or, it would be like they would come in and they'd be like, Mommy, are you okay? I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, how could she do that? Or, I'm like, this is amazing and this is it. But it was an immediate, when I finished it, I remember being, trying to get to see if Flo and Mary and Ariana had finished yet because I had to talk to somebody about this book. So it was an amazing, the first time you ever read a book like that is amazing, and it takes you on such a journey. And, a year later, there is not a day that I do not go by, that does not, goes by that I don't think about something from Mockingjay, actually. And when a book affects you that much, it tells you, just how amazing it is. And I'm just, still in, utter awe of how true this book is. But, I'll let other, I won't keep going on about it, but it's amazing to me that it has been a year. And you didn't ask, Adam, but I have read it at least 8 times in the past year. And that's not including doing quotes for our Jabberjay transmissions, because when I do those and I pull up Mockingjay, I end up finding myself, pulling up a quote and then reading like the next full chapter because I can't break myself away from it. So anyway, so I'll let Flo talk now.
Well, I just want to say before Flo starts that, Theresa, we're going to come back to you on episode 125. That'll be 2 years from now. And we're going to ask you, looking back in 3 years, how many times have you read it, and does it still have the same significance? I'm just giving you a warning. You can spend
until 125.
You can spend 731 days thinking about it.
Okay, I'll keep my tally marks going.
Okay, so let's move on to Flo. Flo, what's your story?
Well, I had pretty recently read Hunger Games and Catching Fire when I saw them on Theresa's Twitter page. So I remember that day when Mockingjay was coming out on Twitter just all day long, like first thing in the morning, I was like, okay, Twitter followers, I'm just going to be talking about Mockingjay all day because I'm that excited about it. So here's the deal. So I was just talking about it all day. And after work, I went straight to Borders. And usually I'm a book nerd. I also have another book blog that I do, Book Nerds Across America.blogspot.com, and so I'm into just books and reading in general. So usually I go into a bookstore and I'm there for at least 30 minutes, like I'm looking at other books, I'm getting sucked into things, I'm finding new, but not that day. I walked straight to the display, I grabbed the book, I grabbed the keychain, which was also on sale, and it's still on my keychain to this day, and I bought it, and I came straight home, got on my couch, and I just read it. I only stopped to, put something in the microwave for dinner and the occasional bathroom breaks. I started it around 6 p.m., and I finished it around 1 a.m. And the first time I read it, I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I didn't know. I was all emotionally raw, and I didn't really know if I liked it because it wasn't anything I was expecting, and I had read it pretty fast, and so just all that. So the very next day, I went back online. I went back to, different forums and just talking with everybody on Twitter, and a lot of people had also read it in one day as well. So there are thankfully a lot of people to talk to it about, and I started to reread it again more slowly, and that's when I really started to get, a deeper appreciation for it and a deeper understanding, and really come to love it for that very reason, that it was nothing what I expected it to be. So